Good? Yep. This meeting of the Anderson Township Board of Zoning Appeals is hereby called to order. This board was established pursuant to Section 519.13 of the Ohio Revised Code by the Anderson Township trustees to provide administrative relief to any person or entity adversely affected by the Anderson Township zoning resolution. Will the secretary please call the roll?
Mr. Nye? Here. Mr. Shekels?
Here.
Mr. Halpin?
Present.
Mr. Lawrence?
Here. Thank you for coming to this meeting of the Anderson Township Board of Zoning Appeals. Please be aware that this meeting is audio and video taped and may be carried live on television. First, I'll outline our procedures. A summary of the appeal is presented by the staff. Then the appellant will present its case. The board members may then ask questions of the appellant. After that, all persons supporting the appeal will be permitted to testify, one at a time, after being recognized by the chairman. When those persons supporting the appeal are finished, those opposed to the appeal will then be permitted to testify and/or ask questions of the board after being recognized by the chairman. All persons wishing to testify, whether for or against an appeal, may only do so after being sworn in. When testifying, each person must come forward to the podium after being recognized, speak into the microphone and state their name, address, and any affiliation to the case. All persons testifying will be limited to 4 minutes unless a board member requests additional time. All testimony is given to the board only. No comments or questions are to be directed to the appellant or anyone else in the audience. The board will only hear new, non-repetitive evidence or questions. Should someone wish to show support of the previous testimony, they may do so by following the testimony procedures and stating their support of the previous testimony. Now, will all persons who may give testimony this evening please stand, raise your right hand, and swear or affirm? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Are there any changes to tonight's agenda?
Yes. We are going to reorder so that case 14 is considered second and case 23 at Chestnut Ridge is the first item on the agenda.
I move that we approve the agenda as modified.
Second.
Mr. Nye?
Aye.
Mr. Shekels?
Aye.
Mr. Halpin?
Aye.
Mr. Lawrence?
Aye. Are there any changes to the minutes?
None from staff.
Move to approve the minutes.
Second.
Mr. Nye?
Aye.
Mr. Shekels?
Aye.
Mr. Halpin?
Aye.
Mr. Lawrence?
Aye. Please read staff summary for case number, what'd you say? 23. 2025.
Thank you, Chair. This is case 23, 2025 BZA, submitted by Scott and Susan Zimmerly, who are the property owners at 5709 Chestnut Ridge Drive, zoned a single-family residence. The request is for a variance for an accessory structure 28 feet by 38 feet located in the side yard, where accessory structures are required to be in the rear yard per Article 5.2 A7 of the Anderson Township zoning resolution. The applicant is proposing the construction of a detached garage with an average height of 14 feet 5 inches in the side yard. The detached garage will be opposite from the attached across the driveway from the attached garage, bordering Hillcrest Cemetery, remaining out of view from the adjacent neighbors in the neighborhood. The structure will contain material and designs matching the existing primary structure. Zoning certificate is on file from October 1989 for the house on the property. A zoning certificate was issued for a pool and fence in January 2004. The current property owners purchased the property in 2018. On September 19th, staff conducted a site visit and discovered 2 sheds, accessory structures, which were not shown on the submitted survey and did not have zoning certificates on file for their construction. The applicant responded to staff's questions about those structures, stating that the wood shed was on the property prior to the purchase of the property by the applicant, and that both sheds will be removed if the variance is approved. And this is the property map for the parcel, showing the panhandle off of Chestnut Ridge Drive, and then the cemetery is to the south. The aerial and the topography map showing the elevation changes and changes in topography, sloping downhill, heading southwest from where the house is. Here are photos from our site visit showing the existing garage, attached garage, looking north down the private drive, some photos around the existing private drive. Those are the two sheds in question, so the larger one was present prior to the property being purchased. And then you can kind of see the cemetery behind the existing vegetation. Some more photos from around the property. These are looking from the cemetery back towards the property. So this is the existing house right there, peeking through the trees. More photos from the private drive looking south towards or south here, and then north towards Chestnut Ridge. Photos from Chestnut Ridge Drive at where the private drive comes off of the road. Here is the applicant's submission. Staff's findings are that the requested variance is substantial. The proposed location of the garage is completely in the side yard, which is a significant deviation from the rear yard requirement. Staff is of the opinion that the essential character of the neighborhood will likely not be altered. The garage is set to match the existing material and architectural design of the house on the parcel. And there is existing vegetation that would screen the structure from adjacent neighbors. The proximity of the garage to the cemetery will make it visible from their property line. However, the property owner could build a shed further west in the rear yard with a similar setback to that side property line, along the rear property line of the cemetery, equally close, without consideration by the board. No impact to governmental services. Staff is of the opinion that the property owner's situation could not be feasibly obviated without a variance being granted. There are challenges with the topography in the rear portion of the yard, making it difficult for the structure to be located in the required rear yard area. And staff is of the opinion that the spirit and intent of the zoning resolution would be observed by granting the variances. Given the hilly topography on the property, the only viable location for the structure appears to be the side yard. Additionally, the accessory structure is approximately 570 feet from Chestnut Ridge Drive, and the proximity of the structure to the cemetery is not impacted by the requested variance, since, as stated earlier, there are locations in the rear yard where, with enough work, they could build a shed that would be equally as close to that property line. And then here are the standards to be considered, and happy to answer any questions that the board has.
No.
Would the appellant or the appellant's representative please come to the podium, speak into the microphone, state your name, address, any affiliation, and present your appeal.
Hello, I am Susan Zimmerly. I live at 5709 Chestnut Ridge Drive. I think my husband has primarily been communicating, and Brent, Mr. Beal, with Eli, but my husband's out of town, so I've been nominated to come, and appreciate your consideration. Do you have questions for me, or do I respond to something? I'm not sure what I should do.
I don't have any questions, but just if there's anything that he didn't say that you want to tell us, this is the time.
Okay, I think the only thing we did, we worked closely with Chestnut Ridge subdivision, knowing that we were looking to build a detached structure, which the subdivision doesn't typically allow. And we weren't aware also of the Anderson zoning things, and the specific reason we didn't put it in the backyard, in addition to the others, is it would be more visible to our neighbors, and where it's positioned right now is behind the house from everybody else's perspective. So I guess that's the only thing I would add.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Now, you have an attached garage, 2 cars,
It's a 3-car garage,
3 cars, and so you're building another garage?
3-car garage,
3-car
yes.
garage. You a collector?
My husband does like to work on old cars. One of the primary drivers for this, driver being the optimal word, I have twin daughters that just turned 15 who both would like to drive a car, and there isn't a great way on our driveway to park those cars near the house. They'd have to park up on the street, which is 500 yards. It's far away for the girls to walk back and forth. So that's kind of what pushed us to this. My husband can fit all his toys in the current garage, but it would be hard to get anybody else kind of parked in and safely out of the way for us to get in and out.
Thank
So,
you.
yeah.
Thank you.
Okay,
That's it.
all right, thank you.
We'll now take testimony from those persons who support the appeal. Remember, you must be recognized, come to the podium, speak into the microphone, state your name, address, and any affiliation to the case.
My name is Brent Beal, and we are the contractor doing some of the concrete work for, and just wanted to see if anybody had any questions for me.
Could you please state your address for the record?
Oh, 6004 English Hill, Cedar Grove, Indiana, 47016.
No questions?
No questions?
Nope.
Thank you.
We'll now take testimony from those who oppose the appeal. Or oppose.
I did bring, I didn't know
Oh.
if I'm supposed to do this. One of our neighbors was going to be here tonight and couldn't, and sent us a letter supporting it. And Eli said I needed 10 copies if I wanted to bring it.
Just give it to them. Yeah.
Thank you.
Any further questions from the board? No? Hearing no further comments, and if there's no objection from the board, I will close this public hearing. Huh? I did opposition.
I don't think.
Was there?
Try it again. You wanna-
Okay, let's try it again. Does anyone oppose? Good?
Move to close the public hearing.
Second.
Mr. Nye?
Aye.
Mr. Shekels?
Aye.
Mr. Halpin?
Aye.
Mr. Lawrence?
Aye.
Well, I'll start. Having visited the site, having read the staff report, having read the submitted documents, and spent a little bit of time out there at the site, I see no reason to not grant this.
I agree. I live on Eversole, which is the street that Chestnut is off of. I walk my dogs up and down Chestnut all the time. You'd never know this was back there, if you didn't go down there. We've got 7 factors to consider. 4 of them certainly weigh in favor. Essential character of the neighborhood would not be altered, would not affect the delivery of governmental services. There's no other feasible way to obviate their predicament, and the spirit and intent would be observed and substantial justice done by granting the variance. So I would absolutely vote to grant this variance.
I'm okay with it.
I agree.
Mr. Chairman, with regards to case number 23-2025 BZA, I move that we grant the variance, citing as the reason is the staff report, the submitted documents from the owner, including the survey dated 8/6/2025 from Andrew Ament. The drawings dated 9/4/2025 from Scott Zimmerly, that the structure be built in substantial compliance to the documents submitted, including the location on the survey, that it be commenced in 1 year and completed in 2.
Second.
Mr. Nye?
Aye.
Mr. Shekels?
Aye.
Mr. Halpin?
Aye.
Mr. Lawrence?
Aye.
Great. We'll be in touch with the next steps. Y'all are welcome to stay, but you're good to go too.
Mr. Chair, I have to recuse myself from the next as I'm an adjoining property owner.
Don't let the door hit you.
Ready? Present first, or no? Gary's going to do our presenting today, if there's anything.
Just go ahead and call the case, and then we can get going.
Please read. Where'd it go?
We don't, let's just introduce, or call the case, and then we can talk before the staff summary is read.
Just say next agenda item is.
Next agenda item is case 14-2025.
Good evening, Michael Friedman, Robbins, Kelly, Patterson, and Tucker on behalf of Anderson Land Holdings LLC. First of all, I want to thank you all for moving that. There was a wreck on 471 and tried to get here as fast as I could, but while being safe. So I do appreciate that. I want to kind of update this board. The last time we spoke, the board decided to hold this over because there were some questions related to the PUD. Since that time, Anderson Land Holdings has been working, and myself with Mr. Powell, and they've decided that it would be better if we could try to find a more permanent solution. So they actually have endeavored to do that. As of recently, in our communications with Mr. Powell and Mr. Drury, they have gotten some estimates and actually have a plan that they think might solve this whole issue. So the request tonight was just to come in and ask if there's, we could hold it up for one more month. And I had spoken to Mr. Powell, Mr. Drury on that, and I believe that the administration has no objection to that. In speaking with the gentleman from Anderson Land Holdings, we actually believe that we might be able to find a permanent solution that actually could be in place before the next meeting in November. But regardless,
You have to get VZA or.
yeah, and that, so,
Yeah,
so
that's-
some of the you know, the questions about that would be in terms of going to the zoning commission to get approval or what needs to be done with the PUD, but we're gonna work with the administration and Mr. Powell to try to work through that. In fact, we were trying to schedule something this week, but schedules didn't really align. But the request, at least for tonight, is just if this board would hold this over for one more month. You know, given everything that's involved in this, you know, if there is an adverse ruling, there's a potential for appeals and protracted litigation. And I think it's probably in everybody's best interest, if there is good faith effort from both sides, which there has been, to try to avoid that. And to just 1 month, we believe is worth it for everybody's time to try to find a solution. So I'm here today to request that. If not the case, you know, I'm happy to put on a record tonight and move forward, but in consideration of all the time I've already wasted of yours tonight, if you'd be willing to, I would submit that.
Excuse me, Mr. Lawrence, it slipped my mind, but due to Mr. Friedman running late, I don't believe he was sworn in.
Oh, he's
I'm
not giving
an
testimony.
attorney.
He's not
Attorney,
giving
okay.
testimony, right?
Thank you.
Permanent sworn in. Staff has no objection. Gary, you have no objection.
I just a couple comments. You know, Michael and I have talked extensively over the last couple of weeks and many conversations with Paul, while these guys were apparently at the OPC up in beautiful Toledo. you know, Paul had a lot of hesitation about postponing this, just because there's been a lot of promises made in the past, and he didn't feel like they were kept, and he's got obviously pressure from the zoning commission, who's like, why is there a tent still on the property when we approved the PUD and it said, you know, the tent should be removed. But I think I think both sides want to get this worked out. And I think with Mr. Friedman on the case now, and pushing the property owner, and my understanding also that the delay to this month also involves some consideration of whether they were going to use what was going to be the bourbon bar as potential for a social gathering spot as opposed to something out back. So that, my understanding is that evaluation also took up some of your time since the June meeting. And I was kept advised of the thoughts going on with that, which I thought was a great idea, but for whatever reason may not have worked out. But we have seen some of the types of structures they're looking at putting on the property. They're in the process or may have already gotten a couple of estimates about the cost. And, you know, I know that the the zoning commission's deadline for submission for the October meeting, I think is Monday or Tuesday, the 6th, whatever that day that is. So that would be a quick rush to get it in for that. But we think as long as there's progress being made, and the good faith effort on, you know, both sides to work forward to get a conclusion to this, I think we're best served by not having the hearing tonight and pushing it out to the November meeting. So hopefully we'll have more to report back as far as, you know, concrete progress at the November meeting. So any questions for either Mr. Friedman or myself?
There's no mandatory deadline for which we have to.
No.
Anything else from you guys? Just any other concerns or questions that you've mentioned?
Nope.
Mr. Chair, I move that we continue this to the next meeting.
Second.
Mr. Nye?
Aye.
Mr. Halpin?
Aye.
Mr. Lawrence?
Aye.
Thank you all, and again, apologies, but I appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Do you get a chance to sign it?
I'm going to. I was trying to get in here first, but I have a note to sign in to make sure you guys see me. So,
No worries.
thank you.
Oh, there.
This is one of the shortest meetings we've ever had.
He's not testifying. We're not getting facts. We're getting cold, analytical, legal argument.
Doesn't mean you're skewed.
No, that's part of the job, is to do it just so. Yeah. Guardian's got 2 in the 9th, or 2 in the 8th. On that, they had 2nd and 3rd. 2 down. There's a strikeout. Passed ball. He stole first. 2 runs scored. Tried to go to second on the strikeout pass ball. Thrown out at second.
This is like the
It's
first
for this
weekend of the
one. You
NCAA.
took that. Okay, yeah, everything.
All these guys are busting their butt, you know,
Yeah.
and it's really good baseball. And then once we're out, as long as it's not the Yankees or Dodgers.
The Reds owe me a vacation because I spent the last 2 nights watching them.
We are ready to
Do that in a second.
review the
All
resolution.
right, review. I think we gotta take out 1, because the variance is in fact substantial, but we're granted anyway, right? Let's just take out 1 entirely.
No, I don't think you can, number 3.
Hold on, I'm still on for 1. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, I agree with 3 now. Okay. instead of, in number 4, only viable location of the structure appears to be the side yard, just take out appears to be, is the side yard. Third line, start at the third line, structure, take out appears to be and change it to is. All right, I'm good with all that.
Short and sweet.
Good. Anyone not good?
I'm good. Was there just 2 requirements that you said? I thought you said 3 or like 3.
Scroll back down to the requirement. Consistent with the plans on doing it. So 1 year completed within 2. That's it.
No, I thought you had another one in there.
Well, there were 2 sets of plans.
Oh.
So it was all in one submission.
The survey was
Yeah,
dated
so
differently.
a survey, but it was all in the submission.
It's all dated the same.
Mr. Chair, I move that we approve and journalize our decision in case 23.
Second.
Mr. Nye,
Aye.
Mr. Shekels,
Aye.
Mr. Halpin,
Aye.
Mr. Lawrence.
Aye.
All right.
Well,
Well done. Fast was 29 meetings. The agenda is complete. We don't get a vote to adjourn. Motion to adjourn.
Motion to
Second.
adjourn.
No objection heard.
Stack of papers.
See you all.